G'day, g'day, and welcome back to your daily dose of Karens, Kevins, and the no-good, idiotic public freakouts here on Completely Stupid, the show about stupid people doing completely stupid things with your host, me, the Australian idiot, and let's get into the clips. Opie here is with her aunt at the shops and she's in line waiting to get to check out of the actual shops itself, but she decides that there's something that they need to get and last minute goes and grabs it and comes back and joins her aunt in line where she currently is. The person behind her aunt is upset about this because she perceives it as some form of line cutting and starts going off at her. And when she doesn't move out of the line, because of course she wasn't, she was with her aunt anyway, this person decided to be a great idea to start ramming her cart into her aunt's cart and also ran over her foot. And now here's the confrontation that occurred after it.
You guys, it's typical of you, bitch. Yes. You guys.
Well, that was racist. Yeah, you old ass hag.
Race, ho. Because
but you a cracker. Meanwhile,
you.
listen, while you over here trying to come for us, the savage and me could have stole your wallet. Don't snatch, bitch. You left it on the floor.
Oh my God. Thank you. On top of that.
No, get your shit. I don't need nothing from you.
Since you walked in this store, honey.
You shouldn't have hit her with that buggy though, lady, and you grabbed me multiple
She better
times.
like slide her ass out.
She gonna try to call the police, but she hit us first.
If she call them, they better bring the
I've been
ambulance
recording her this whole
this
time,
bitch.
so it don't matter. Ma'am, you've been recording for over 3 minutes.
Too,
and you taking my pictures. Why'd you taking pictures of them?
Like, what y'all do to her? Why she take pictures? Look at her recording.
Hey, she got all y'all pictures,
That
you
shit have
guys.
made world stars. Slide her.
To be honest, she's mad. My aunt's paying for my groceries. I was already here.
I'm 9, 10, and 12.
Yeah, she was.
This grocery store.
I don't know what she got going on, but she ran my aunt down with the buggy. She grabbed me. I'm trying to keep my aunt from hitting on her.
I'm sliding her around 7.
I was trying to save you, lady. She was finna whoop your ass.
I was. That whole goddamn
She was finna whoop your. Please back up. Go ahead.
You think you're scared?
Please back up out my face.
You don't know if I had to hit you. One hit.
Go.
One hit.
What's low class is your old ass. Stop, auntie. That's your. You an old bitch. You better be glad you old as fuck. I would have pushed your ass into that motherfucking rail right there. Get your buggy and go. Go ahead. You're not that strong. Back up. You're in my personal. Auntie, please stop. You're in my personal space, ma'am. Please back up with this fucking buggy. Look at you. Look at you. Look at you, ma'am. Please go. Please go, ma'am. I'm trying to say, please go, ma'am. I'm serious. She gonna try to call you ignorant and black too, right? I'm trying to help you. You don't know what people got going on. You over here hitting over that damn buggy.
And you hit me with the bug. You
twice. Stop, auntie, please.
Why?
Please don't walk in my space. Please.
Walking your space. That was my
COVID. Please get this lady.
Get her.
You talk about everybody after we done been assaulted multiple times by her.
She hit me on
yeah,
the,
that's
she
why you
ran
should
me
say
over
everybody's
with this goddamn buggy.
Because we're black though, you gonna walk up on us first. Get her ass, for real, get her ass.
Isn't this just like a normal thing you do when you're shopping with family and you forget something whilst you're lining up for the checkout? Someone in the family rushes off to go grab the said item while everyone else just still sits in line exactly where they were before. There's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm not crazy here. I mean, this happens all the time down here in Australia. It's very common because, you know, oh yeah, you forgot something, but you're with a family member who's also doing the shopping with you. They can go grab the item while you sit there with the trolley in the line waiting to check out. I've never seen a problem with that. And if that's normal over in America, which I believe it is, because otherwise that'd be very stupid to some degree, this just comes off as extremely deranged behavior from this old lady. Whether it's because of some form of racist intent or not, it's just so deranged that this person should be taken away and call the police. Call the police on what? On your ass? You're the one who instigated this. You're the one who started ramming them with a trolley. You'll be the one getting in all this shit. Actually, depends where you are in America, because police seem to have a tendency to go after black people in some areas. Anyway, this guy gets arrested because seemingly the cop doesn't like the fact that he's talking back to him.
Hey, what's your name and license? I already told you 20. Call your supervisor right now. Call your supervisor right now. Hey. Call your supervisor right now. I don't want to deal with you, bro. Put your hand behind your back. All right, perfect. Put your hand behind your back. All right. Why you get arrested?
Why is he getting arrested?
Hey, we recording this shit, bro.
What are you doing?
I'm doing anything.
You lied first. The law says you got to tell exactly why you're pulling him over and why you're getting him arrested. You didn't even read him for underrights.
You're putting your hands on my car. I don't know what you're all right, trying to talk to you. I don't know. How might be a goal. All right, perfect. Do I know who you are? You have a gun. You have a gun. Stop resisting.
Seriously?
No resisting, bro. I don't know what your problem is. That was crazy, yo. You keep walking the street, searching for a place to safe. Okay, what are you doing, bro? Okay, I know what you're doing. Perfect.
I know we lack any of the information of what happened prior to this recording here, but seemingly like everyone else watching this is like, why is he getting arrested for? And I don't know about you, but the immediate shove away after asking him to call a supervisor, then to immediately arrest him after shoving him away is definitely interesting to say the least. Here we get a fun story of a Kevin getting absolutely owned for their bad behavior. So a puck got stuck in a netting, as the story goes, and the kid managed to find a way to knock it down. But right at the last moment, an older guy with hair wide enough to know better decides to snatch it from the kid. Unfortunately for him, the entire stadium witnessed this occur and start booing him. And eventually, someone from the stadium themselves just comes out and gives the kid another puck and gets recognized for it. Everyone cheers for him. But the old guy, not leaving good enough, decides to go after the kid even more after getting recognized. Man, even from this distance and angle, you can see how red his face gets by the end of this. Like, holy crap. Buddy, do you not realize that you should have just taken the fact that you managed to take the puck for yourself and just move on with your day? You really had to go back for more? Was that really the brightest move? Clearly. This person was out getting their nails done at a certain nail salon, and in the middle of doing that, decided to leave and go elsewhere in order to apparently get money out. It turns out that when the person who was doing her nails followed her to wherever she was going to order some food. Weird.
Ma'am, you need to come back and pay. Okay. Or I'm gonna have to post you on the internet. Like, I'm serious. You need to come back and pay. Okay. You cannot get served and walk out my shop like that.
I didn't get nothing free.
No, ma'am. I can fix your nail. No, you're gonna have to come back and pay. I'm gonna post you on the internet. I'm serious. Okay. You're stealing from my business.
No, I'm not stealing from your business.
Yeah, so why didn't you pay? Why didn't you pay when you walk out my shop? Why didn't you pay?
I told you why when I left.
No, I don't trust you. You need to come back and pay, or I'm gonna post you up. And Elgin is small. It's only $20, $30 to pay, to do the right thing. You get served and you walk out.
I said, okay, but I'm not gonna talk to you here because this is...
No, you did not talk to me at my business. I asked you nicely to pay. I was polite to you. You walk out.
No,
and you think I'm not gonna follow you. This lady gets served in my business and she should walk out. And she over here ordering pizza.
Yes, because that was especially wise going, yeah, I'm gonna go get some money out of the ATM. Like, it's one of those things where would you want to make sure they had money first before you did their nails? But I also get the idea of not worrying about that too much. I don't know. Interesting thing there, but it's quite funny. If you're trying to run away from paying your bills, you don't hang around in the same complex where you're going to be followed by the person you failed to pay bills to, only for them to catch you going to buy something else instead, which is kind of funny and very, very stupid. This door-to-door salesman has some extreme dedication to his job, attempting to do some door-to-door knocking whilst a tornado siren is going off in the background. Here's the clip.
Hi, ma'am. It's a whole tornado outside.
I know, I was already...
Yeah, go on somewhere. We in cover. why are you still standing there, honey?
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, go ahead.
You okay?
Yeah, you okay? It's a tornado outside.
I'm just in the neighborhood.
Yeah, go home. What's goddamn scooter? Now this shit don't make no sense. You can't make this shit up.
Was that a sequence? Oh my god. I don't even know, like... I mean... I don't even know what to say to this one. That's just ridiculous. Like... Man doesn't seem to know what's going on. It's just doing his job, and then he rides away on one of those Segway unicycle thingy-bobs. I forget what they're called. All I know is, like, several years ago, those things were exploding and having lots of issues. So people, like, that was its own. Like, I don't even know where to start. This is just such a wacky clip. Here the guy is causing issues with the employees at this tech store to some degree, and one of the employees decided, you know what, screw it. I don't care enough about this, I've had enough, and grabs his stuff and takes it outside. Here's what happened.
We'll come to you when we're ready. Don't approach people like that. I can just remove you from the store if you want. That's perfect.
You try.
Try?
Right.
Yeah, I called 911.
You do it then. And let them take care of it.
Here's what's going on. Just like this. Hey, whoa, don't touch me, bro. Don't touch me. I'm not touching you.
I'm not touching you.
Just like this. There you go. Don't come back in. There you go.
Oh my god.
Don't hit me! Touch me!
Just hit me!
Don't touch
Just
me!
hit me!
You
Hit
come
me
in
again!
front of me!
Hit me again! Hit me again!
I ain't hitting you
Hit
again.
me again!
Sir, call the police right now. I'm requesting you. Are you? Are you?
Now, can I condone this way of treating customers and their stuff? No, of course not, but it doesn't mean that I don't disagree. I disagree with what's happening here. No. If a customer's definitely causing that much issues to the point where quite literally it looks like everyone around them, including the other employees, didn't really mind too much on how this guy chose to handle this, then clearly this guy was being a complete and utter douchebag. A shame we don't have what happened beforehand. This mother's come to her child's school's award ceremony and does something very weird when it turns out that her child did not get an award.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for what we're seeing right now. But Mom, I'll talk to you. I'll talk to you. Mom. We can look at it in a minute. You can't. And ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. Boys and girls.
Man, that is just so embarrassing. We have a very interesting situation where, according to the person behind the camera here, in an earlier phone call talking to one of the attendance ladies here at this office of the school here, apparently some of the parts of that conversation ended up being talked about by some of the kids in the area. So ultimately, the mother comes in to confront the attendance lady about it, and here's what happens next.
Yes, yesterday me and you had a conversation about Janae being absent. I called your thing, and most of the time you're not in the office, and I let y'all know we had a family emergency. I don't know who I talked to. I left a note and they said they were going to get back to you. I didn't get any of your phone calls while we were in Boston. We had a death in the family, so I was coming up here to talk to you, but I was told that you had things to say about me yesterday in front of kids, or today. I don't think you know some of the girls you were talking in front of is actually my daughter's friends. They had no way of knowing this conversation because my daughter didn't know this conversation. So I'm trying to see what was said and what do you need to say to me?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'm not going to call the little girls up out here, but they definitely knew the conversation. So I'm just trying to see, what do you have to say or what do you need to say?
No,
you talked crazy when we was on the phone yesterday, and you threatened to remove my child. My child was homeschooled for 5 years in a row.
Okay.
So you threatening to remove her does nothing for me. She was homeschooled.
I was just
no, you wasn't. You was very rude on the phone.
Okay.
You didn't give me a chance to talk. So now you finna hear me out.
Okay, so do you have any documentation for her absences?
That's what I was trying to see. What do you need? You didn't even let me get to that. You were being so rude and then you're over here talking to kids about a grown woman. Yes, you were, because there's no way of these kids knowing our conversation. Okay. And this is not the first time you didn't have this conversation.
Do I need to call the principal and let you talk to her?
I just told them, no, I'm gonna talk to you. Keep my name out your mouth, because the things with y'all don't know how to handle stuff. So you heard what I said. Keep my name out your mouth unless you want a problem. You're attendance lady. Take attendance and keep it moving.
This sounds like what would be typical work gossip, where you and your co-worker are just sitting there in the office when there's no one really needing your help right now, just shooting the shite, and well, you just start talking about people you've dealt with over the past little bit. Now, we don't know what was precisely said because it's never actually spelled out to us, so depending on what was said will depend on how much I personally will care about what this is. It's like, yeah, maybe you should, if you know there's kids in the office area, maybe you should just start shit-talking parents and stuff along those lines, or discussing parents and their conversations and this and that, because they will hear it, and then you never know what's going to happen from that point. That is a huge thing you should just never do. But, I don't know. It just seems like a very wacky situation in general. Like, again, there might be some actual racist things that may or may not have been said, but or maybe not. Maybe there was nothing that inappropriate, just discussing, like, oh yeah, by the way, blank's kids aren't going to be in today because, there's been a death in the family. It's kind of sucked, but, it is what it is. Like, it could be something as little as that, or it could be something pretty major. I don't know. We don't get told that information here. Here we have a guy for trolley being locked into a Dollar Tree store because I'm assuming he's making an attempt to steal something.
Come on, 20, 30. Red, blue, black, locked, but he's attempting to get on now. Hey, girl, get out of there. Hey, get away from him. Get away from him. Hey, sir. Hey, get away. Get out of there. He just hit somebody. What's up? They were outside.
Hey, shit. That's a good film, man. Post that shit. Oh, yeah.
He just broke the window. He broke the window already. He's sneaking out through the window. Yes. No, he walks out by foot.
I make the assumption that he's trying to steal something because after he successfully breaks the window, he then dives into the car to try and grab as much as he can, I assume to throw it through the window for his person who's working with him on the other side of the door. I'm assuming. That might be completely wrong. We don't know what exactly is going on here. We're just making assumptions. Here we have yet another neighborhood Karen. This time we have a very interesting situation where apparently she just causes drama with almost everyone in the neighborhood, but this time around she decided to apparently have some words to some kids who were apparently riding down the street unsafely, so the mother gets involved and we have an interesting fight.
Hi. Yes. Yes, is there any particular reason why you're recording them?
Could you wait 1 second? Do you know that your 3 boys, your little one was on the middle that's not safe? Do you know that they kept riding by me and your older one pointed his cell at me?
Yes, because you're recording my children riding down the street.
Excuse me, I was not. Okay, I'm going to say something.
Say it.
You can walk in right now, my cell phone is charging. This is my eyeglass case.
Okay.
Now, I'm just going to say something. You need to stop. You have come over here before and stood on my lawn and stared at me with the phone. My cameras show it. Jen, knock it off. Or we'll simply get the Santa Rosa couch.
Call him right now. Call him right now. Call him right now, because I don't give a shit what you say to me, to my husband, to anybody else. But when you involve my children in this, call the police. Call them.
I'm raking my leaves.
I don't give a shit about you. I wouldn't stand in your yard recording you. I don't even know who you are. I know that you have a problem with me because you have a problem with everybody.
That your husband collects apparently a disability and runs a landscape company as a veteran. I got a big problem with that. It's called fraud.
Are you kidding me right now?
People are looking into it, Jen.
I hope they do. I hope they do. Nobody can enjoy where we live anymore because you create so much drama for everybody for no reason. As I said, I do not care what you say or what you do with any of the adults around here, but when you involve my children, that's when we have a problem. You're not their parent. You don't get to decide how they're riding.
Inside, I was not recording. Number 3, you are disturbing me. Leave.
I am in a public place on the road. I can sit wherever I want to.
Do not harass people, fatso.
You know, you can't sit here and harass people, you fatso. By your definition of harassment, based upon you're calling this harassment, isn't your insulting and name-calling technically harassment too? Because I think, to a level, it's probably worse than what she was saying to you. She was just saying, you call shit with everyone. Can you, not do that? Especially with my kids. I don't care if you're around with the adults around here, but leave my kids out of it. That's where I have a problem. Oh god. And it's yeah, I can understand being concerned when kids are riding unsafe, but again, I want to know what your quote unsafe is in these terms here. It might just be something that in the grand scheme of things is perfectly fine. No one really has a problem with it. But it could also be a case where it's oh, genuinely unsafe, riding without helmets. But at the same time, it's one of those things where yeah, you can do your best to tell them, hey, it's not safe to do this, but if they ignore you and do it anyway, you just kind of have to hope that they may not have to deal with the consequences of those unsafe actions, or hope that when they do, they come out fine, but also learn. I don't know. This person seems a bit insane. And I refuse to make a comment about her quote calling something fraud because I don't know enough. I don't know shit when it comes to that system in America. So, someone in the comments may enlighten me, I suppose. You have a racist guy who's getting called out for his racist nonsense.
Retarded. Okay, you literally just told her to go back to Tijuana.
Yeah, because this is not Mexico.
Okay.
She's not even supposed to be here. It's called soliciting, you stupid.
No, you're actually retarded. Okay, you need to go to therapy. Go help yourself. Yeah. Okay, if that makes you feel better, keep calling me. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
You want to say something to me?
Dude, you literally need to get the away from me.
You need to shut the up.
Leave.
Off. I don't need to go anywhere.
Yeah, I'm literally reporting you to the police.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're weird. I'm literally gonna send this to the cool. Yeah, you're fucking weird.
Cool. Yeah, call the cops and then tell them that is soliciting. Stupid. Yo, trust me, this is a small town.
They live right here.
Animal control, lock your dog outside, you stupid. Yeah. Yo, you know you can't record me, right?
Yeah, I can. No, I just recorded him. And that's actually a felony.
You know you just moved in here, right?
I've been here this whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You're 110 pounds, run your mouth like a little who's not going to do anything.
I mean, obviously I'm not, you retard.
Yeah, of course, because you're to just run your mouth.
Bye.
Your boyfriend's a little punk. Dude, look at me talking shit. He's
you're like what, 50, 60, and you live here?
Come on, bro. I'll put you in a hospital.
Of course, he's not wearing a shirt, he's not wearing shoes, and he's just walking out and about in just shorts. Man, is that a bogan if I've ever seen one? Wait, this is in Australia, so that's even weirder. Granted, I'm not a fan of her use of certain words here, but that's neither here nor there. He is definitely an ass hat who is way too far up his own ass and has too big of an ego, but hey, here we are. This next clip here is, the best way to say this is very, very loaded. Here we seem to see the boiling over point between a conflict between a daughter and their mother's new boyfriend. Again, I'll point this out. This is loaded. I'll get back to you afterwards.
You're living in a drama and you can't face reality.
Don't touch my mom!
You need to be committed. You need to be put in a hospital.
Good! You know who needs to be put in the hospital? You with your alcohol problem and your weed! Where the are your kids? Where the are your kids? Because they're not here!
Call the police right now.
Go downstairs.
Call the police! I don't need to be around this mental institution.
Shut up! Good, Mom. Good.
Yeah, you're out of your mind.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm calling 911 right now.
Go ahead. Oh, this is what you wanted, Mom. Speak up, Rebecca. Speak up. Speak up, Rebecca. Speak up. Sit silent. I'm a patient. Speak up.
I will not stoop to your level. You are unbelievably unreasonable. There's something up there that I don't understand.
Really?
You know what? But I don't care.
That's funny. You don't
Just
care?
Look, you couldn't make it in L.A.
Michael!
That knocked off of your
Good, Mom.
resume.
Good, Mom.
Get downstairs.
Good, Mom.
Get to good, Mom. Good, Mom.
Michael,
Good, Mom.
What are you, child?
Yeah, I'm acting just like you. You talk about acting like a child?
Good.
You are a child. When are you going to grow up?
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Joanne, I'm calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call them.
Michael, go downstairs.
This is what you wanted, Mom. You say keep
know
your
what?
mouth
I'm
shut.
done.
You're done with what? This is what you asked me to do. We voluntarily want you in our life.
Here she goes. Sorry. This
Go.
is 911 time.
It's my house. I live here.
No, I live here.
It is not your house.
What are you, 7? Are you serious?
How old are you, Rebecca?
Is this funny to you? Because I'm not laughing.
Rebecca, you don't show your age in any regard.
Okay, I didn't make it in LA.
Accomplishments or getting your ass out of the bed in the morning.
Okay.
And doing something.
Okay.
For yourself.
All right.
You don't do anything.
Okay, I don't do anything. Thank you. You're not my dad, and your kids don't come around. So evidently, your kids don't like you either.
Go downstairs. You get the outside.
Oh, good. You want me to
I'm
do this
done with
outside?
both of you.
I did not do anything in this situation.
You did not do anything.
You asked me to do this. You said
know what?
speak up.
People are dying all over the place.
You said speak up. I'm a failure. I didn't do anything in LA. I'm in a mental hospital.
Get the out.
Oh, I'm gonna leave.
Your father's here.
I'm gonna leave.
Come on, man.
I didn't do anything.
I understand. Come with that. Come on.
He told me I'm a failure. I didn't do anything in LA. I don't act in my own age. I'm a loser. I'll never amount to anything. He's calling the cops on me. This isn't my house, so it doesn't matter.
All right. Back up.
He pushed my mom all around.
All right, let's just leave back up.
I'm not leaving. I don't have any of my stuff.
All right, we'll get your stuff.
Go get your stuff.
We'll get your stuff. We'll get your stuff.
This is what she wanted. She pushed it on me.
Stop.
No, who did this? She said, this is what she said. She said, you never say anything. Go ahead, say something. You never say anything. Go ahead, say something. Everybody says, why don't you say anything back? Why don't you say anything back? Because I failed in LA. I'll never do anything with my life. I'm mental in the head. I belong in a hospital.
Everybody's
You like hearing that? That's what you're going to
Becca, stop.
Enough.
Enough.
Let's go back. Let's go.
Come on.
I wish he would have put his hands on me.
Taking you from my sisters.
Wow. I don't really know where to start with this one, but I think the first thing I just want to point out, I don't ever get the people that choose their new partner over their child. I get it. You love this person that you've now met, and there might be a connection there you haven't had neons, yada 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 yada. But this is your child, your own blood. You created them. Like, surely, even no matter how evil they become in certain circumstances, you still give a shit about them to some degree. You still care about them to some degree. We've seen it with, like, people who are parents to someone who ended up being a serial killer. You see how much it hurts them. Like, for example, something recent that happened in Australia. There was a guy who, a 40-year-old guy who has been mentally unstable, who went on a bit of a stabbing spree in a Westfield shopping centre down in New South Wales. The news managed to do an interview with his parents, and you can tell how much, in spite of what their son's become, what their son ended up doing in the end, how much they still cared, how much their son's still mean to them in spite of everything. Because, you know, it's one of those things. It's not a connection you break. Yet there's people who are also like this, who seemingly will let their new boyfriend get in continuous fights with their child and do extremely petty, ridiculous stuff like this, and still defend them. She's not happy with her boyfriend, but she'd rather kick out her daughter than her new partner. That says a lot to me. The fact that you're willing to kick out your daughter first and foremost over your partner in spite of everything. Like, and just sifting through this clip, it becomes a little... It's a thing I think is a little clear that seemingly there obviously is tension between the mother and daughter to some degree that's come from some place. Whether it be because of her new partner, whom is, well, we've seen the clip here, how it is, and how she expressed to her daughter, like, just say something. You just never say anything. Blah, blah, blah. Yada, yada, yada. And now it's caused this huge blowout. It's a lot to unpack. Like I said, that clip was like a loaded shotgun. It was a loaded clip, a lot to unpack, and honestly, I don't have the ability to properly unpack